If there was ever a time when the earth needs our prayers and co-creative action, it is now. In 1996, one Mary Hardy of Michigan received guidance from etheric Templar Knights to create what they described as the Holy Grail Vortex. She was informed this balanced, bidirectional vortex of 4 nested rings could change the world for the better. In this short presentation, you will learn when, where, and how to co-create with higher power this prayer for the earth, and explain to you the dynamics that enable this simple prayerful act to positively and safely turn this planetary collapse around in a spin of a Holy Grail Vortex. The Holy Grail Vortex is made of 2 counterclockwise and 2 clockwise balanced vortices. It is co-created by us as we recite the Great Invocation as given to the United Nations as a prayer for world peace.
The Great Invocation is a world prayer translated into over 50 languages and dialects. It is an instrument of power and aids the service of humanity and the Christ. It expresses certain central truths which all men innately and normally accept, that there exists a basic intelligence to whom we give the name of God.
From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth.
By means of invocation, prayer, and meditation, divine energies can be released, brought into activity. Men and women of goodwill of many faiths and nations can join together in world service, bringing spiritual value and strength to a troubled world. Men have the power, through focused, united invocations, to affect world events.
From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth.
No one can use this invocation or prayer for illumination and for love without causing powerful changes in his own attitudes and life intentions. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve.
Individual prayer and invocation for light and love can be immensely increased when there is a conscious recognition and relationship in thought with all who use the Great Invocation daily.
From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells.
The strength of many dedicated individuals and small groups can be focused through the use of this potent invocation and a network of light and love built around the globe.
Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth.
There is a divine evolutionary plan in the universe, the motivating power of which is love. That a great individuality called by Christians the Christ, the world teacher, came to earth and embodied that love so that we could understand the love and intelligence that affects of the purpose, the will, and the plan of God.
From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth.
Reflect for a few moments every day on the invocation in an effort to understand its deeper meanings. Then say the Great Invocation with concentration and intention. As you do so, visualize God's light and love and will to good entering the hearts and minds of people everywhere.
The first step in using the Holy Grail Vortex is to always ask permission. Can I, may I, should I? Listening within for the answer before co-creating it. When you are ill, ask your heart mind. If you wish to heal someone else with their problem, ask their permission directly. For local, regional, and worldwide problems and imbalances, ask your guides, ask Mother Earth, ask God, and tune in with all your senses for the answer. The second step in preparing for the Holy Grail Vortex is to engage the frontal lobe of the brain, accomplished by inhaling essential oils or through breath work or by doing specific yogic practices. You must shift out of the third dimension ego mind and shift into the fourth dimensional heart mind. And in this higher state of consciousness, you can greatly enhance the intention you place into the Holy Grail Vortex. The third step in using the Holy Grail Vortex is to form a clear and strong intent. Clearly visualize this intent you are placing in the Holy Grail Vortex. Whether it is to stop your cold, to heal cancer, divert a tornado, calm the tensions of war, or bring goodwill into human consciousness, use this vortex to heal and bring balance to the world. Make your intent simple and clear.
My intent is for all the children of the world to be healthy and not be hungry for eternity.
My intention is that humanity and the planet make the transition through ascension with grace and ease.
My intention is that we are one, we are love, we are peace, we are joy, we are healed, and we are whole and grateful.
May all beings experience ecstasy.
My intention is for balance for Mother Earth and for all humankind.
My intention is for everyone to realize that they can be good to other people and help raise their frequency, and it'll help raise their own. You've got to start in the inside to have a better outside.
My intent is for the purest water for all humans and creatures to enjoy.
My intent is to heal Mother Earth and restore her to her natural wonder.
My intent is that mankind open up their minds to help us restore Mother Earth.
My intent is that Mother Earth and all of creation be lifted back into the law of one.
My intention is for a peace and joy and happiness to the whole world, the whole planet, and all of creation.
My intention is that the Holy Grail Vortex will teach people how to heal themselves and to heal the planet. As you ask permission from the elders and receive an understanding of how to perform the Holy Grail Vortex, you will bring many blessings to the planet. In 1996, 12 Knights Templar came to me and showed me how to create the vortexes for the Holy Grail Vortex. They showed me how the 4 vortexes were generated. That night in Dreamtime, they asked me to use the Great Invocation, the 4 sections of the Great Invocation, to read when we change the direction of the circles. I was directed to say from the point of light within the mind of God, the first counterclockwise vortex, which brings the energy from the ionosphere grid to the Earth's grid, activating the Schumann resonance. The second counterclockwise vortex is from the point of love. At that time, all the entities that wish to bring love put their frequency within that second vortex to bring love to the planet. The third vortex, you come out and create a cup from the center where the will of God is known, and that cup is created by a clockwise vortex. That vortex then resonates from the center, which we call the race of man, generates all of the love from the cup out through the grid. The first 2 vortexes create the sword. The last 2 vortexes create the cup and send the cup out through the grid. This is how I was instructed to use the Holy Grail Vortex. We can do the Holy Grail Vortex for many reasons. We can purify water, we can purify the air. This is a very valuable frequency, and we have this wisdom given to us by the elders of the planet to activate the Schumann resonance to heal the planet so that humanity can live in harmony with the blessings of the Marys and the Templars.
A Holy Grail Vortex is formed from 4 vortices, starting with the smallest in the center and going out, each vortex larger than the one before. It helps to visualize these vortices as a sword of light descending into an ascending cup of matter. The innermost vortex rotates counterclockwise and establishes a standing columnar wave, the sword, asking the mind of God to work on your intended request. The second inner vortex also rotates counterclockwise, inviting elementals and higher beings to attune the frequency of the heart of God to the stated intent and desired results. The third outer vortex rotates clockwise and invites the will of God and men to form a cup to balance the inner vortices. The fourth, outermost vortex rotates clockwise and seals the door where evil dwells, forming a centered space for higher power to work out the plan of love and light, tuning, adjusting, and balancing the frequencies of this willed cup and sword of divine right action. Each problem has its unique solution, best known by the heart, mind, and will of God. Each vortex created is unique unto itself. You must use and trust your intuition when you create the Holy Grail Vortex, even if you end up inside the very center vortex. The Great Invocation has been chosen to create the Holy Grail Vortex because it is a non-sectarian and meaningful invocation, As you state each of its stanzas, visualize these vortices spinning from your heart-mind, forming over the focus of your prayer, be it individual, home, city, war zone, continent, or the entire earth, whose core spheres are reflected in these nested vortices. The Holy Grail Vortex is a completely balanced and tuned energy system that will in turn balance and retune personal, local, regional, and worldwide imbalances, always in tune with the well-being of Mother Earth. The Holy Grail Vortex can be used by anyone who has empathy for a personal problem within or in someone else, or finds a problem that puts other people at risk or in danger locally or regionally. However, this being a world of free will, individuals are free to change the wording of the Holy Grail Vortex to suit their own worldview or create their own invocation that is meaningful to them. When your co-created Holy Grail Vortex has been established, give thanks and move on. If you are deeply concerned as to what is happening in Washington, D.C. or in the Middle East, you can direct the Holy Grail Vortex to these locations. However, if your neighbor annoys you and you direct the Holy Grail Vortex at their house to change them, don't be surprised if the Holy Grail Vortex ends up balancing out your own discontent. The energy of the Holy Grail Vortex is always tuned to the ultimate well-being of all that is, not your own comfort level. Our intent can be a powerful starter motor for the Holy Grail Vortex, but the engine that drives the Holy Grail Vortex is not within our control. Because the Holy Grail Vortex is energy-driven, when it is no longer needed, the supporting energies wane and the Holy Grail Vortex collapses, leaving only gratitude in its wake.
From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. May light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose that the masters know and serve. From the center which is called the race of man, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the doors where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Raise your hands up. And so it is. Everybody into the center for a group hug. So it be.
Creating the Holy Grail Vortex sets up a powerful fractal harmonic with the Earth, the human being, or any spin dynamic such as hurricane, galaxy, or Earth rings. Creating a spiritual vortex, like the Holy Grail Vortex, replicates this vortex pattern of nature, communicating directly with the matrix of creation. The Holy Grail Vortex forms a gravity well or field that serves as a conduit to communicate one's intentional prayer throughout the matrix of creation. Generating a balanced four-ring Holy Grail Vortex co-creates with higher power a gravity field of consciousness. You might say that the earth in total is a living Holy Grail spinning vortex. By enacting the Holy Grail Vortex, you're co-creating with higher power a gravity well that brings harmony or coherence to the chaos of discord. The Hardys, who brought the Holy Grail Vortex to the world via the direction of inner Knights Templar guides, were called to use a pyramid as an antenna system in the Great Lakes region of Michigan. To that end, this family built an orgone pyramid to assist in the broadcast of the Holy Grail Vortex. One very well might ask, why a pyramid? A scale model of the Great Pyramid, the Hardy or Temple of Saqqara Pyramid, is in geometric resonance with both our planet and the Holy Grail Vortex, serving as an antenna system for its transmission of Jesus' Book of Love. Pyramids do this through earth, water, fire, and air. The pyramid is a geometric harmonic of our planet, drawing up the blue-green flame of Earth's life force, or orgone, as coined by Dr. Wilhelm Reich. The pyramid's energy links Earth's core with the ionosphere, thus bonding and supporting Earth's 7.83 Hz charge via this fire from within. The Holy Grail Vortex, transmitted from the Temple of Saqqara Pyramid antenna system, bonds Great Lakes waters with its broadcasted intentional prayer. You see, the Great Lakes form a 750-mile-wide, life-giving, pentagonal earth ring array with its 5 points set by Lakes Superior, Michigan, and Ontario. In so many words, a pyramid placed here bonds to and uses the lakes as part of its antenna system. Interconnecting biospheric waters, the pyramid's water bond and its 7.83 resonance transmits Jesus' Book of Love via the Holy Grail Vortex from Earth core to the heavens above and everything between. So, I hope you can see from this how the Holy Grail Vortex works its magic on the holy waters of the earth. Intentional, prayerful resonance transmitted via rings of a balanced vortex turns chaotic waters into a coherent, balanced whole. Like drops of holy water, the Holy Grail Vortex sends ripples of love through all that is, 'cause vortexes are us.